I'm a gourmand girly through and through, and I can imagine that you are. So it's so exciting to know that Lattafa just launched some brand new gourmand fragrances that are inspired by desserts. It's called the Bite Me Bakery collection. So you can imagine yourself walking into a little bakery and having your pick of any dessert you can imagine, then turning those into fragrances. Yep, that's what you're going to get from this collection. So it's made up of 8 fragrances. 6 of those are in the form of cupcakes, and they're called the Give Me Gourmand collection. And then you have 2 eclair flankers. I'm going to split this into 2 videos. So this current one you're watching is going to focus on the cupcakes, the Give Me Gourmand scents. And then the next video you will be seeing is all about eclair and the flankers. Please stick around. My name is Kiki if you're new here, and I can't wait for you to watch this video. So question in your mind, are all of these dupes? No. Yes, there are some obvious inspired fragrances from this list. I'm going to share them with you, but I know that Lattafa worked with some incredible perfumers from Givaudan to create 2 original fragrances, which I'll also share here with you, okay? So we're going to start off with the Give Me Gourmand series made up of the 6 cupcake fragrances. I'm starting off with my least favorite from the line, and this is Choco Overdose. If you know me, you know I don't enjoy thick, sweet, chocolatey fragrances, and that's the core of this scent. But let's start off with the bottle. This is so adorable. It's in the shape of a cupcake, of course, and then you have what looks like a chocolate fudge at the top with melted dark chocolate, and then you have a chocolate bar as well. So you're getting an overdose of chocolate from the way the fragrance smells and the way the bottle looks. Choco Overdose is for true chocolate lovers. This is if you want heavy presence of chocolate in your fragrance, you're going to get that in Choco Overdose. This smells like melted chocolate fudge mixed with some vanilla, some caramel. You also have the note of cupcake here. So you're getting that dessert-like experience in this fragrance. You also have a little bit of warmth coming in from the note of benzoin. Altogether, you have a true chocolate lover's dream in Choco Overdose. Now, what this reminds me of is Chocolate Greedy by Montel, which I know is a very loved fragrance for true chocolate lovers. So if you're looking for that, but you feel it's a bit pricey, you're going to get the same experience in Choco Overdose. I don't love chocolate. I enjoy it in some cases when it's from the note of patchouli, but when it's in its true form, it becomes so much for me. I would know though that I smelled this on a man and he smelled incredible. So I can tell you that Choco Overdose, it's a truly unisex fragrance, even though it's a dessert or sweet scent. A man can wear this comfortably and he'll smell good, as well as a woman, of course. Choco Overdose lasts. The fragrances from the Give Me Gourmand series last, except one. I'm going to note that here. You're going to get lots of performance on this, especially on your clothes. At least in the first few hours, it's going to project off your clothes and your skin, and then it settles in deliciously on your skin. I don't enjoy chocolates. That's the reason why Choco Overdose is my least favorite from the line. Next is Vanilla Freak, and yes, this is for the sweet vanilla girlies. If you love your sugary, delicious vanilla, you're gonna get that in full bloom with Vanilla Freak. Now, this is a sweet, creamy vanilla fragrance, bringing in the note of butter that is creamy and fluffy and thick. And then you have sugared vanilla frosting added in as a note. Then you bring in some spiciness, some warmth from cinnamon and star anise. I love when star anise is used in sweet fragrances because it gives it an edge and adds to that dessert-like experience. So you're going to get that with Vanilla Freak. But the butter really shines through here. It gives it that thickness, that richness, that creaminess that I love so much. In fact, of the fragrances here, I've gotten multiple compliments while wearing Vanilla Freak. One I got from my Uber driver. He said I smell really delicious. And yeah, it was this fragrance I was wearing alone on my way to the airport. I do feel that Vanilla Freak will be one that will work in any temperature, because in New York, it was a bit humid, and that's where I got my compliment. And here in LA, it's getting a bit cooler, and it's been working really well for me. So I think that this is going to be year-round compared to the other fragrances here. It's so delicious. It had that sugary sweetness, and then it dries a little bit warm, creamy, and spicy as well. Love, love, love this one. Also, I feel that Vanilla Freak is a fragrance that can be worn as a layering agent. So if you want to add some sweetness to your fragrance, go overboard with Vanilla Freak. But if you want to wear it on its own, do you. One grouse I do have with this fragrance is that it is not as strong in terms of its performance as the other fragrances within this line. So you have to overspray to get get true projection and like to leave such a strong sillage while wearing this one, which is okay. It's not a fragrance that I think will be offensive, to be honest with you. It's just a sweet, sugary vanilla fragrance, and I love it. Now, I've seen that it's been compared on Fragrantica to Benevolence by House of Sillage. No, it doesn't smell like it. It's also compared to Sweet Tooth by Sabrina Carpenter. I do see a semblance, maybe at a 60%, because they do have that lactonic, sugary essence between both of them. But that spiciness from cinnamon and star anise that you get as this fragrance settles, I don't get that in Sweet Tooth by Sabrina Carpenter. Now, I'm not saying that this is a groundbreaking vanilla, but I'm just saying that I don't honestly see it as a one-to-one dupe to Sweet Tooth by Sabrina Carpenter. Nonetheless, if you love fragrance within the area of the sweetness, the sugarness, the warmth, you're going to love Vanilla Freak. It's delicious. I almost want to say this is my top 3 favorite from the Give Me Gourmand collection. Next is Mallow Madness, and as the name connotes, it's all about your marshmallows here, but think of that as being melted and mixed with some sweet juicy fruits like strawberries and raspberries, as well as sweet whipped cream. Together you have a blend that will have you smelling irresistible. I recommend you wear this when you're with your partner, because you will remain the center of his attention. You will smell so good, ready to be devoured, I promise you. Now, Mallow Madness is actually one of my favorites from this collection. I also love the color that was used on this bottle. It's in the shade of lavender, which is my favorite color. And then you have whipped cream as well as some marshmallows and vanilla cream at the top. Now, Mallow Madness is indeed inspired by Yumbushi marshmallow. I know there are lots of alternatives on the market, but I will never tire of that DNA because I love the sweetness that it brings, and you're getting that in Mallow Madness. I dare say that this actually performs better than the OG. I had this on yesterday and I could still smell it on my skin as I was getting ready for the night. So this is a strong fragrance, a strong sweet scent, and it's just utterly delicious in my opinion. So if you love the Yumbushi marshmallow DNA, or if you're looking for a great alternative that lasts long, smells really good, this is the one for you, and I love it. Next is Cookie Crave, which I don't think is reminiscent of an existing fragrance, but it's definitely inspired by Oreo cookies. If you've been on a hunt for a photorealistic representation of those as a fragrance, then look no further than Cookie Crave. I love me some Oreo cookies. So this one, I was so excited to try, and it smells just like Oreo cookies. In fact, the notes makes it seem like you're about to make a fresh batch of cookies. Here you have milk and sugar and cream and vanilla with some cacao and notes of cookies. Think of that. You're going to get a blend that just smells like that confectionery. It is so delicious. And I must add that Cookie Crave is another unisex fragrance from this line. So you can wear this easily as a man or a woman, and it lasts, because I wore this as a combo with other fragrances from this line, and people kept on telling me I smelled like a delicious cookie. So therefore, I could tell you that Cookie Crave really came off and really led the pack on the combo that I made. So Cookie Crave is a delicious offering, long-lasting, sweet, yet intense and wearable by men and women. Love it so much. I also think the bottle is pretty cheeky. It's the same design, but you have slabs of cream, and then you have a piece of cookie, Oreo cookie, I must add, in the middle as an ode to the name. This is really good. It's one of my favorites, and it's definitely going to have you craving for cookies. It's Cookie Crave. Next is Whip Pleasures, and I need multiple backups of this. I'm not even joking with you, because it's such a mouth-watering, addictive caramel fragrance. This right here blends in sweet caramel, salted caramel with popcorn. So it's thick, it's rich, it's creamy. Addictive is the best word to describe this fragrance, and it is inspired by one of my favorite body mists of all time, Cherry 71 by Sol de Janeiro. You should know that mist. It is a one-of-a-kind scent. It takes you into the realm of what an actual bakery smells like. I'm getting all of that true form in Whip Pleasures. It has that melted, creamy, gooey quality to it that I just want and love and crave for. It has a stickiness. This is so good. That's why I said it's an addictive fragrance, and I love the bottle. Same design with a whipped cream and the melted caramel over it as well. So if you love the idea of a sweet, addictive, mouth-watering popcorn fragrance, look no further. You need Whip Pleasures top 2 from this collection. So the last fragrance from the Give Me Gourmand series has to be my favorite. This is the best in my opinion. I'm talking about Berry on Top, which smells like such an authentic take on a strawberry milkshake as a fragrance. Seriously, the strawberry here smells like it's freshly plucked. If you've ever had fresh ripe strawberries, imagine biting into that. The taste of that is what you're getting in this fragrance, blended in with some chantilly cream, sweet, thick and rich, some sugar, some vanilla. Together you have such a delicious quality smelling strawberry milkshake. Just imagine what you're getting at a luxury restaurant. That's what you're going to get in this fragrance. It smells rich and the quality of this fragrance is second to none. I know that there are a few strawberry milkshake fragrances on the market. Even Yara by Lattafa does smell like a strawberry milkshake in a way, but this right here is such a realistic representation of what an authentic strawberry milkshake should smell like. If you're trying to make it as a fragrance, it's really, really good. It's rich. I enjoy it so much. This is what the bottle looks like up close because, of course, it's an ode to the note of strawberry. So you have that at the top, and I think it's really good. I just wish that this came out in summertime because it would have been a massive hit for a lot of people who enjoy their fruits, especially strawberry. But nonetheless, I do feel that Berry on Top will make for a phenomenal transition fragrance. So if you're trying to find fragrances that are easy to wear right now, and as we're slowly getting into fall, get Berry on Top. You would enjoy it so much. May I note that this is the strongest fragrance within the line, so bear that in mind. It will stay on your clothes and on your skin for hours non-stop. Berry on Top is also a great unisex fragrance, so men can wear this, women can wear this easily, and you will smell just as good. I've seen a fragrance like this being compared to Young Bougie Marshmallow by Kayali. Absolutely not. There are no semblance between both fragrances. Because you see a few notes in a fragrance does not mean that it is a dupe of another scent. Please, we have to be very mindful when we are trying to make assumptions here. I smell both fragrances. I've told you which of the fragrances within this line is inspired by Young Bougie Marshmallow. It doesn't make any sense to create two fragrances inspired by one scent. Think about it. Berry on Top, I dare say, is a standalone fragrance, maybe an original scent, but it doesn't smell like Young Bougie Marshmallow. And I've tried a number of strawberry milkshake fragrances. None of them smell like Berry on Top. In fact, the quality here supersedes a lot of, if not all, the strawberry milkshake fragrances I have tried. And I love the dry down. The strawberry really shines. You get that mix of sweetness and a bit of tartness on your skin with this fragrance. It's so good. It's worth checking out if you love strawberries or if you just want to try something different. You need to check out Berry on Top. I love it. It is really good and it's my favorite from the line of Give Me Gourmand fragrances. So there you have it, 6 fragrances within the Give Me Gourmand series. What is your favorite? What are you looking forward to trying out? Like I mentioned, my least favorite and my absolute favorite. Which are you excited to try? Let me know in the comments. Honestly, you don't need all 6 of them, but if you love your gourmand and you feel you want to try them all, please be my guest. Find out what is your preferred gourmand note. Just be confident in what you are getting. Now, I know there have been a lot of chatter regarding the bottle designs, but it's on brand with the theme of the fragrances, which are dessert inspired scents. So ideally, they should be in the form of desserts. House of Sillage is a brand that is solely focused on creating bottles that look like cupcakes. Great. But other people have created fragrances that look like cupcakes. So I don't know what the problem is. Anyway, I do see this as a collector's gem. If you enjoy collecting fragrance bottles, you should definitely check this out. Next up, let's talk clear flankers in the next video.